Hello, welcome to Box 500 Productions. Today we're going to do an unboxing video of the health fitness gadget, the Healbe GoBe. Now I've been waiting a considerable amount of time for the Healbe GoBe. I actually probably purchased the item way back in February 2014 and it's now May, nearly June 2015. So I did have my doubts that I actually ever received the item. So I'm very relieved to have finally got my hands on it. The company claimed that the gadget can, as well as count your steps, your fitness activity, monitor your sleep, produce all those kinds of data that seems to be the trend these days. But it also claims that it can automatically count your calorie intake. Now this is some unique technology that's not been, been used before, so it's quite an interesting claim. And so I'm very keen and eager to see if this item actually does what it says. It's been floating around the old technology conventions earlier this year, and so some esteemed organizations such as CNET and the BBC have managed to get their hands on the item, and they've given their own independent reviews of the product, and they seem pretty positive. So I've got no reservations to think that it's going to be other than it says it has. But having said that, there's a lot of negative feedback out there on social media. If you check out Twitter and Facebook, they've got their own web pages and some very angry customers because it's been, like me, it's been over a year, nearly a year and a half since I ordered the item. They claimed way back when that we would get them in February or March, August. There's so many delays, but finally it's here, and I'm glad I've got it. So let's waste no more time. Let's get stuck right in this little bad boy, and I'll show you what's inside. So I actually ordered two of these bad boys, one for the missus and one for me. It came in a bigger package. Two of these came within my package. So as you can see, it's a white box, barcoded up there. I don't know if you can see that very well. I don't know where I am. There I am. Little barcode with the initials HLB, blah 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 blah. So here is the actual product itself. As you open it up, I'm going to peel away the sides. You can see some bubble wrap, and I'm going to pull it out the side, and you should see a hard case. And there you go. Nothing else is in there, so we're just going to get rid of that little bad boy. Cracking on now with the actual product itself, contained in bubble wrap. Pull that aside, get rid of that also. There I go. We can, end the video now. I have the Healbe GoBe. It's been, a year and a half in the making, but here it is. It looks exactly like it says it did on the little promotional videos or whatever the little Russian fella put out a while ago. So it looks the same. So hopefully it does what it says. So let's get stuck in further and start peeling away the actual outside protection of it. As you can see, plastic, holding everything together. Peel that away and bin that also. It's looking good. Looks like a very quality piece of packaging for starters. Yeah, it's got some little brief text on there. It says, and I quote what it says on the back here. Calorie intake, calories burned, activity level, heart rate, stress levels, blood pressure, hydration levels, and sleep status. Bluetooth 4.0 enabled, and you need accompanying apps with your smartphone, iOS for Apple, or Android for the other fellas. So now I'm going to try and peel away the actual hard exterior. It's very solid, very durable, and yeah, it feels like quality, and it should be quality for the amount of money us early backers paid. So peeling away now, as you can see. Lower half comes out, feels like a lot of gumph in there. I'll get to that in a second. But the actual GoBe is still stuck up there in some sort of, I don't know, extra casing. So I'm going to try and fiddle that down here now. There we go, it pops out. I'm just destroying the place as I go through this now. So there we go, there's the actual GoBe on a little stand. I will return to this product in just a second. I'll just get the rest of the gumph out of the lower packaging. So, back to business in the lower packaging. It's got got a little instruction booklet. What do we do with those? We pitch those because we don't really need those. We're moving back into the rest of the product. You know, there's some sort of little extra plastic enclosure. Where are we? There we are. So I'm going to pull that out now. It's a little product. I'll look at that in a second. And then there's something else there. We're going to fiddle that out. And there's some gumph in there. That's the rest of the container. I do apologize about the lighting. Just make it a little bit hard to see. In the lower plastic enclosure that was buried inside that box there, we do have, I believe this is a cable, micro USB, and then we get an extra wearable unit. So if you don't fancy the standard issue black, you can you know, make it a little lighter and a little friendlier with some pink. I ain't gonna be wearing a pink, but those who are inclined, crack on. So like I said, it comes with a micro USB. Just gonna get into that a little bit for you now. There we go. Micro USB. And then also this little extra gadget, which is, you know, crucial to the whole process, is your charging docking station, charging station. There we have it right there. So now going back to the GoBe, as you can see, it's stuck on a little stand there. We want to get that right off. Simply done. Just pull your little fastened little button here. I think this gives it extra stability while it's on your wrist. We're just going to want to pop that out, just like that. Pop it off, and then you can either just fiddle it off if you want. I'm going to fiddle it off, and there it goes. So there's the GoBe. GoBe itself, you know, just like a normal watch, the quality of the strap feels very, very good. And there was some complaints by the owner, by the creator, or whatever you want to call them, about the quality of the strap. That's one of the reasons why production was held up. So I'm just adjusting it now. I'm just going to fasten onto your wrist, just like any old watch. I'm not going to do that right now because I'm going to, you know, explain it more. So moving a little closer to you. Hopefully you don't mind. Here we go. So to charge the device can be a little bit tricky. They recommend a couple ways. Well, no, in fact, they only recommend one way. One way you shouldn't, and I repeat, should not remove the device from the housing is face upwards. You should not go this way. It's going to damage your strap, probably even damage your GoBe. So you don't want to do that. You want to go face down, which is the sticker or little logo or whatever. Try and put maybe a thumb or a little bit of pressure on where the two dots are, and then basically half at it. So I'm going to try and fiddle that out. You know, it's a little stiff, brand new. Hopefully I don't break it. I'm going to switch hands here because, you know, you're trying to encourage the strap to come off, just like that. There we have it. He's released now. So if you want to glam it up now, you can go wipe the pink on or stick the black on. But the reason that you want to get it out is so that you can sync it up to the charging station. You want to focus to get them two little, whatever you want to call them, nipples or something like that. Get them lined up with that fella right there. So there you go. Boom. There's a bit of a magnet, you know, in there so that you could feel a little give and a little take as they connect, as they unite to make a Healbe GoBe charging unit. So there they are. So there they are, connected. And then you just let that charge for a few hours, just like you would do with a new phone or something like that. You know, yeah, there might be a little bit of battery life in there, but I would recommend giving it 6-7 hour charge, and then get stuck in there and see how it all goes. Like I said, you know, I'm gonna give the product a couple weeks. They recommend giving it a couple weeks to settle down, just to figure out you know, become accustomed to your body. You know, it's going to be playing around with your senses. you know, I believe it monitors your glucose levels or something like that, just to figure out the calorie intake. I don't know. I ain't no science buff, but you know, I'm going to give it 2 weeks to settle down, and then, you know, I'm going to start looking to see just how accurate it is. I'm going to eat a strict menu, so I know previously, before I eat my lunch and my dinner, that I know how many calories are going to be in those meals, and I'll see, you know, compare the results to what the GoBe says. So I'm going to do that over the next couple of weeks, just to see, you know, how well it's fed, and, you know, how, you know, if it's, the recordings are strong. Previously I used the Up by Jawbone, but it was very tedious because I had to physically plug it into the phone so I could see the results of you know, how much steps I had, and, you know, how many hours I slept, and it was very cumbersome. You know, you had to, an extra step there that other devices never had. You know, the Fitbit, there's a wireless Bluetooth syncability with that, so, you know, you don't really have to connect the two devices up. You know, you pair them once, and it, you know, you can walk and look at your look at your data. So I'm optimistic that this will be better than the Up. If it's better than the Fitbit, then, you know, I'm going to be extremely happy, because that's the #1 fitness tracker, I believe, out there. So that's what the GoBe should be aiming at. You know, hopefully I backed a winner. I have been one of the skeptics. I was very positive, and I gave them a bit of slack the first 6-7 months. Come, you know, October, November last year, I pretty much admitted defeat. So, you know, to finally have it, I'm over the moon, and I'm excited to get stuck in. So I'm going to leave you with that. Subscribe, Box of Wonder Productions. Join me over the next couple of weeks to see how well this thing pans out. Also, there's going to be some other videos popping up, so just keep posted, and stay tuned.